this is Noah, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about the idea of leading versus following in sparring and in sport fighting in general. Now, a lot of the time we'll talk about the defensive side of fighting and how you don't want to move too much in straight lines or back up too much. In fact, Okinawan karate master Morobu Choki once said that you should never back up 3 times. You could back up once, you could back up twice, but if you had to back up a 3rd time, rather than backing up again, you should change your direction. And this is something that we talk about a lot when we're talking about sparring and sport fighting. You don't want to go back forever, you're just going to get chased, and you can't go as quick backward as you can forward. So most likely, you're going to get caught eventually. And you also don't want to travel just on straight lines because then you're easy to intercept. You want to be able to move offline, move at angles. But we also need to consider the offensive aspect of this. If we're fighting someone that's backing up, a lot of the time people have a tendency to just follow them. And if they're going just in a straight line, this usually works out okay because at some point they run out of mat space or they run into the end of the ring and there's nowhere for them to go. But if they start to circle in any way, then that straight following no longer really works in your favor. At that point, you actually become predictable. Because once your partner or your opponent starts to change angles, change directions, and circle around you, if you're following them, they know where you're going to go. And at that point, they can counter you. So rather than following, you want to lead and cut off your opponent. So rather than follow in their footsteps as they go around the ring, you need to figure out where they're trying to go and cut them off. At that point, you've taken the lead in their movement because now you're in control. You're preventing them from getting to where they want to go, rather than just following them. And in essence, that actually makes you faster. If you're following someone, they can go backward away from you enough to keep away and kind of figure out what they want to do and change directions. And that goes back to Morobu's point about going back once or twice being okay, and at the 3rd step you would change direction. You can go back for a little while before they're going to catch you going forward. But if you actually anticipate their direction change, or even force a direction change by striking at a certain angle or moving to a certain angle, then you can actually take that time away from them and use that to your advantage. Once you've cut them off, then you can actually engage and you can launch your attack from a position that's more advantageous than simply following them and trying to attack them head on as they go back.